fight commentary breakdowns. And I want to give a big shout out to WWI Tim. You sent me some amazing footage of Kung Fu. And again, I don't seek to make Kung Fu look bad, guys, on this channel. I used to do Kung Fu, okay? So I want to see functional Kung Fu. And so those of you who are sending me good stuff, thank you, man. Let me show you guys this. This seems to be some kind of Kung Fu that is applied maybe a little bit correctly. The title's called Mantis Boxing Sanda Hip Throw. Let's see if we see this. So I might slow this down later. But so look at the guy. Look at him. Look at him trapping one of the arms and punching. The guy in the black, that is. Right? So stomping. But you know, this is light sparring. The guy on the ground, I would recommend a little bit better distance management, and make sure you know how to use both sides. Look at our guy in black, okay? So he's, look at that. See? He's again, this is sparring. You could argue maybe if there's, you know, in actual fights, maybe some of this wouldn't work, but still, I'm seeing some potential in the trapping and then the counter punching and stuff like that. So, yeah, thank goodness the guy on the ground finally remembered to establish guard. I would, of course, not turn to one side like this, right? You want to be on your back and have both your legs raised, because now, what if he just jumps on you? You're giving him a good opportunity to ground and pound you by doing this. So, but our guy is pretty nice. He didn't do that. He didn't ground and pound. So you only, kind of a shrimp there, I see. You only do this when you're ready to stand up. For those of you, look up the technical stand up. Basically, you post your arm on this side, and you use the momentum of a kick to propel yourself backwards. So it's a very good way of establishing distance and getting up without revealing or making your head vulnerable. But you guys can look it up. But you don't want to be kind of always turned to this side like this. But anyways, let us go here. This is really cool, by the way. Big shout out to this channel, Shaolin Singyiba. And so what's really cool is he's teaching basic drills as to how to protect against a kick. And look at that. So, of course, to establish legitimacy for any Chinese person, you got to teach some guilo. Guys, that was a little racist, but you know how I am. I have a little racial humor on this channel. Russians especially seem really offended by my racial humor. I love Russians, by the way. Like, the more racist I am, the more I love the people. So, but sometimes people don't get that because you guys don't know me, right? So, and most of you think I'm white, which is hilarious too. So, I guess this technique's called monkey washing face, but this professor is trying to teach him, look, it's actually used to protect against punches and kicks and stuff like that. Look at that. So, actually, I'll show you guys later for fair use. So these are Sanda students actually warming up, and look at that, doing kicks. Pretty cool, right? And then so here's our guilo, our white guy. And so our coach is trying to, look, guys, you guys should really check out this channel. He's talking about the shield to check the kick, right? So that way the kick glances off, and you'll actually see it applied. So see, look at that. He's look at the way he frames. See right there. Oh, damn it. I want to see more of that. So he basically learns to check kicks. Man, great kick, by the way. Look at that. So, right, so when you do this, the kick kind of glances off you. Although maybe I don't know. I think he still kind of ate the kick, but you're kind of trying to establish a little kind of a shield here. So if he kicks downwards, you protect yourself. The kick glances off this way, or it gets checked. If he aims for your head, it kind of glances off your arm, but maybe the angle was not exactly right for him. That's why you need to practice this, and he still kind of ate it in the head. Ouch. But still, it's like this is Kung Fu trying to be utilized and actually used to defend people, not to look cool. Look at him trapping, and look at the Guilo trapping, and look at that. He's blocking or trapping and punching back. So this is really cool, man. Look at that. Like, he's blocking, right? But it's not your boxing block. He's actually kind of taking a little bit of Kung Fu blocking, but of course he's doing the movement much smaller than maybe traditional Kung Fu or traditional karate or Taekwondo or something. So this is from the Ip Man Cup. And so I guess these are Wing Chun competitions. This is really cool. So look at that. Look at these fast punches there. This is cool, man. See, these guys should fight Xu Xiaodong. Xu Xiaodong should pick on these guys, see how well he does. But, I mean, the guy in the red, I'm assuming he's Wing Chun. He's launching very rapid punches. So, seems to be clinching. He kicked the guy's... That's pretty funny. He kicked the guy's headgear off. And so, I'm just assuming the guy on the right, the blue is Sanda. He seems to have a more traditional type of movement, and I don't know what the Wing Chun guy's doing when he's trying to jump on top. Looked like he was trying to jump pull guard, but I doubt. Anyways, look at that, the Wing Chun guy launching. Sanda guy seems a little overwhelmed. I mean, I'm just assuming, guys, it's Wing Chun vs. Sanda. That's what it says, right? Maybe it's the wrong title. But big shout out to Wing Chun TV. I'm just going to show a little bit for fair use reasons. Almost part of me feels like this was rigged. Like, they just picked some random guy on the street to represent Sanda just to make it look bad. Hey, you know, I got my biases, right? Let me just show you that one thing I wanted to. Our Wing Chun guy throws the kick. Looks like it hits the Sanda guy. And our Sanda guy catches it. There's this Sanda or Sanso throw that I don't know if he's trying to do, but it's something I've seen shown where the Sanso guy should take his right leg and sweep that leg that the Wing Chun guy is standing on. So sweep the Wing Chun guy's his left leg, because he's got the Wing Chun guy's right leg, right? So you can go ahead and sweep that left leg. This is something that I've seen demonstrated in Sanda. So maybe that's why the Wing Chun guy tried to do this move. He didn't want to get his leg swept and thrown, but it's a pretty common Sanda throw that I've seen. So I was looking forward to that. But again, you know, when you do it on a compliant opponent, this guy's jumping back and forth, throwing punches. So anyways, that's just something I wanted to point out. Oh, they got these type of fights too. Okay. Oh, he's running away. He's turning his back. Okay. So basically it's like ring fights or open ring fights type of thing. So we have a Wing Chun vs. Wing Chun vs. Sanda fight. Ouch, that guy just ate a punch. I wonder who's Sanda and who's Wing Chun. I'm really curious. I'm going to make a guess. The guy in all black is Wing Chun, and the guy over there is Sanda. That's what I'm thinking. They both don't look like really high-level people. I mean, yeah, that looks like a Sanda throw, so. Interesting. This is not like a regular fight where it's... Oh, never mind. I was going to say that once it's a takedown, they get stood up, but I guess it is true. That's how Sanda rules are. The moment someone hits the ground, the point's given to whoever took them to the ground. So, I'm glad the Wing Chun guy is sparring with the Sanda guy. And he's actually keeping forward energy, which is really interesting. By the way, this is from a channel called Igor Lashin, so I assume this is Eastern Europe. I just make that assumption that it's Eastern Europe because, you know, Eastern Europeans, they love Kung Fu. They love to do judo. So Wing Chun guy's trying to grapple with. Huh. How much of Sanda is the guy who claims to be Sanda? How much Wing Chun? I don't see any chain punching or anything like that. The Wing Chun guy, to his credit, is very good at checking the guy's kicks, man. I saw him check a lot of the Sanda guy's kicks. So, this is super interesting. And he's very good at using straight kicks or front kicks to keep a little distance. So, I like how the referee is in almost like a business kind of dress code. So I think that was it, man. Again, big shout out to what's his name, WWI Tim. One thing we could potentially learn from this is pay attention to your forward energy, because even though our Wing Chun guy, look at him kicking, right? He's kicking, but it's almost like he's afraid. So you see, he's look at his forward energy. It's almost directed backwards. So you're not kicking through. You're not putting power into the kick. That's one thing we can learn from this. I mean, he's afraid of the Sanda guy kicking him back, right? But, like, you got to commit. It's like when you punch through something. You don't just punch at something. See? Like, you're leaning back because you're afraid of getting hit, so your kicks aren't powerful. And you do eat a kick, but still. Like, you're kind of a little off balance here. If you eat a punch or kick to your upper body, you're going to fall, basically. You're not really in balance right now. So that's something I noticed a lot in this Wing Chun guy fighting. But of course, he'll get better, right? He'll get better once he spars more. But I mean, it's something. I think as Kung Fu, sometimes you actually look good if you're not completely in balance. It's about the beauty. Sometimes it's not as beautiful when you make things more applicable. I think I noticed that our Sanda guy sticks out his jaw a little bit too much, and that was a pretty good double leg takedown. And of course, you have to learn how to defend against side control, right? And I think, to our Wing Chun guy's credit, he was trying. It looks like he was. Although you gotta let go of here, you gotta frame, you gotta put your arm between his head and you. But anyways, it is pretty cool to see it get taken to the ground, and the Wing Chun guy maybe had some intuition as to what to do. So, let's look at one final thing. This is courtesy of the Pink Man. I forgot who sent it to me, but this is Wing Chun versus MMA. This is a guy, Wing Chun practitioner, Steve Faulkner, and he's going to fight a Russian kind of MMA Sambo artist. So, let's see what happens when Wing Chun, who he claims he's 14 or 13-0, this Wing Chun guy, but I assume he's probably just fought other Wing Chun people. This is Igor. This is our Eastern European who does MMA or Sambo. Oh, he's Russian, yeah. So Russian Sambo MMA artist. And then let us see what happens in this fight. So Sambo MMA artist versus Wing Chun. By the way, go follow the Pinkman. I found this channel on the Pinkman's channel. Sorry, I found this video on the Pinkman channel. Wow, I mixed up my words there. So this is, of course, it looks like the Pink Man does not like Wing Chun. He says Wing Chun is for pussies. So according to him, it is Steve Faulkner is a second-generation Ip Man student. And let us go and watch and see what happens. Let's see if the second-generation Ip Man student can actually beat our Sambo MMA artist from Mother Russia. So Mother Russia goes in. Okay, Wing Chun guy. Oh no, you could take it down. Okay, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, Sambo MMA guy takes down Wing Chun guy. Wing Chun guy needs to get the hell out of side control right now. Do not do that. Okay, no, you are. No. Wrong direction. No. Okay, yeah, Wing Chun guy does not know what he's doing on the ground. God damn it, man. Come on. I showed all these good examples of Kung Fu, and then this just fucking ruins it. Oh my god, I'm so pissed right now. No, you cannot do that. Yeah, now you turn your back. Yes, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to roll you over. He's going to stick in the hooks. And I think the Wing Chun guy tapped. I don't even know if the choke went in. Oh, man. I am so disappointed, man. Whoever sent this to me, I think you trolled. You sent me all this good stuff, and then you sent me this, and the Wing Chun guy lost in 2 seconds, man. I feel so trolled right now. Like, and I think a lot of it comes to this. Remember this? as good as this Wing Chun training is, you don't train anything on the ground. Like, this is basic mistakes on the ground. And so I guess it translates over into mistakes like this. Like, one of the first things you learn is how, right, you have to get your hips this way, away from him, so that way you have enough space to put your shin, knee here, and then do a bunch of other things. I'm not going to teach you guys how, you guys can learn on your own, and then eventually you put them back in guard. And on top of this, let's look at, why was the Wing Chun guy, like, okay, I see what happened. So the Wing Chun guy threw a kick. That's what happened. He threw a low kick. We don't see it much from this angle, but he did throw a low kick, right? See, he did throw a low kick, and that's when the guy came in. So, start of the fight, Wing Chun guy is ready. Stupid ass angle. Show it in wide angle, you fucking tards. Like, I can't see anything from this angle. This is not a wide angle of a 2-shot. Anyways, so Wing Chun guy throws one low kick. So now our Igor, our Samba artist, knows exactly what to do. So now when he goes in, our Samba artist goes and boom, right? So basic knowledge of the sprawl would have really helped here, potentially. But, oh, god damn it, man. Look at him getting tossed. To his credit, oh, god, look at that. The moment you get tossed, that's when you have to apply some ground grappling. Holding on like this is bad. He has you in a very dominant position. So, god damn it, man. I kind of want to watch more of the Ip Man Cup just to make everyone feel better. Because, dude, we are seeing some good stuff here. Of course, there's no grappling, right? As in, there's no grappling on the ground. And according to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, something like 80% of fights end up on the ground, but that's not actually true, believe it or not. They've done police studies, and I don't think it's as high as 80%. Again, people say I'm like a fanboy of BJJ, and I see no wrong of BJJ. No. It's not as high as 80% of fights end up on the ground. I can show you guys where I got the data, but from what I read, that 80% of fights end up on the ground is actually a myth. It's not that high a percentage. So, but that being said, it is still pretty high. I'm gonna say 40% of fights probably end up on the ground. So you gotta prepare, right? You gotta prepare. This was interesting. I'm thanking you all for sending me clips. Try to send me some good traditional martial arts or just any kind of martial arts that's not your standard MMA paradigm applied and pressure tested, etc. But god damn it, man, this just breaks my heart. Pink Man, you trolled me well, man. This just breaks my heart to see another Wing Chun guy get destroyed like that. God damn it, man. 傻逼啊，太傻了，你们这些傻逼。哎呀，不动了，下次再见。